Either upper bracket or either regular season champions. And ONIC again, fishing for that invincibility that they have been looking for. It is the Sky Kings against the Red Robots in Game 1.
Can the Red Robots break the streak, put a dent in the armor of the invincible ONIC? Let's take a look.
The veteran versus the young blood. Might be a teacher versus student duel in his ONIC days. Nile, even though he was the reserve, surely he's still taking some tutelage from the god of the jungle. So we're gonna take a look at the mid prio here from both sides. It should be leaning towards the Jushin just a little bit, but Moreno surely is without, not without a fighting potential. By Games Max though, it looks like it's gonna be standard most of the time here. Nothing too crazy, but a lot of emphasis towards movement speed. Wilderness Blessing from Sans, but we gotta wait a little.
Battle on the mid lane. Finn able to go for the sustain. Moreno as well. Good sustain, but the pickup comes through. Moreno flickers out to safety, and that's a big resource spent early.
That was nearly close, but
Purify. Now going to go in with the shurikens. Won't be able to get the kill. Already, we are treated to almost kills everywhere.
Thankfully, there's no real kills here, though. Eman and Skylar. This is going to be an interesting matchup. On paper, Mirko, I think you're the more savant gold laner here. It should be favoring towards Harith a little bit?
No. Every matchup in the gold lane with CC is definitely just better for the CC. Even behind the mini waves, you can just constantly go in, and like you just saw from Eman, skill 2. You can constantly be dashing away from the synchro visions too, so definitely more ways for the CC to take control in the lane.
No, level 4 for both gold laners, or rather, junglers, excuse me. Skylar just trying to stabilize the lane up against the CC. It's a bit of a bully, even to a lane bully like the Harith. And now they want to juggle the turtle. This first objective will be very important.
Good control right now. Over to the back line, great reaction, but it's going to be Sans locked in, has a Crimson Beacon, first blood over to Moreno, who pops into Brilliance, and Finn gets the gap closer. Now it's going to be Eman with a rotation and a curtain call. Ludpi next to the chopping block. An all-out win, and the Maestro gets a triple.
A triple kill for the Maestro Moreno. And they will also get the objective, the neutral objective, the turtle to boot. Bigatron, this is a big win for them, up against the Sky Kings.
Shades of what happened against Dewa United. They were super aggressive right from the get-go, and it comes from the team fighting potential of the whole team of BTR. They have a really, really strong early game and also objectified potential. And by the way, Eman with a rush towards the lane in the bottom lane and was able to get into the team fight in time to make a difference.
Yeah, solid predictions by Gopay. Only me from the English desk voting for ONIC, and the rest of you guys pretty confident with Bigatron.
Wow, I'm surprised Jeffin went for BTR. Obviously Minas, those are my goats,
Gotta be honest with you, it's a bit of a bias. I just played basketball with Erpang and Coach Bam. Coach Bam is pretty good, Erpang freaking sucks.
Understandable. But I want to point out as well, Bigatron, right? 3 kills for Moreno. That's the worst member for ONIC to give away the kills to. Because his Lunox will just scale and the Shred will be omnipresent in the team fights. 3 kills for a Lunox. Usually you would wait for a power spike. Now it seems like Moreno is on a foot race to get to those items.
Yes, he's already on an item as well. The glowing one is there.
Yikes.
So for Keyboy, for pretty much the whole team of ONIC, even when Skylar joins the team fight, the possibilities of the shields and also the sustain will be very much limited.
That's going to be Tsunami's time as well. Insta kill from Moreno coming down as well. As Keyboy pops in Revitalize, but now goes over to Shadow Kill, over to Keyboy, who's able to get the Glitter's pathway down as the curtain call locks him down. But Kai and Keyboy stay alive.
But the high losses easily bursted down by even the first engaged. Ludpi though, farming for the plates.
Yeah, and you can see it earlier too, the discipline from BTR. The old BTR would have just go guns blazing and chase Keyboy to the ends of the glorious pathway, but no, BTR, right now, they know the war. What does it mean by discipline?
Yeah, it's a war of attrition now for both teams. The Counter-Strike completed by Kyrie. Again, the Sun Shin will play a pivotal role into the team fights. Down bottom though, it's feels like it's a non-lane. Nobody really wins out. But the CC, though, from the Man has been able to push away. Tsunami Slam.
Another attempt, Moreno going in again. This time they'll revitalize and it'll be a kill for Finn. CC immunity, 2-man immobilizations. Moreno deals damage. Lutpi able to go for the infinite pursuit now. Jumps twice onto Shogun. Is still able to get immobilization down. It's a flicker. Oh! Call! Locks him down and all in. Assange pops in. Crimson Peak for the Man. Skylar running through. Skylar's a Man force over. Moreno picks up the mega kill. Finn falls. But look at the shred coming down now. Stays alive with 1 HP.
The Sky Kings and the Red Robots dancing on the edge of death. And again, Bigatron terminate the Sky Kings. 3 members down with a turtle as well. Bigatron by Vitality. Wow.
Biga Troopers, it really might not be copium. There's a lot of hope here, man. 2K gold lead in 6 minutes against ONIC. This is unheard of in MPL Indonesia.
Why do I feel like ONIC doesn't really have sufficient damage?
They really don't.
They burst down Bigatron that quickly.
It's a fighter comp, man.
Oh no.
They're waiting for Skylar.
Purify should be
There you
burnt
go.
out. Aman will go in, base out. Oh my lord,
Skylar.
goes through the shields! Skylar gets away, but Niall is lurking around
Niall.
the bottom lane. Keyboy, can he body block now? It's gonna be Niall looking for the shadow kill. Retry in! Skylar assassinated by the cold-blooded jungler.
Oh man, unfortunate there. Niall, good targeting as well, and also good recognition. Skylar has to respect his opponent a bit more here. No more Zaman Force on towards a current calls, because this is BTR, not the usual MPL Indonesia teams that you guys face.
Oh my god. And Bigatron are on a roll here. Steamrolling on towards ONIC. Skylar completes the Starlium site. Has been a few approaches into the carrot. A few. Goes for the Enchanted Talisman as well, right? For that early on fight, which is very heavily required in this patch. But the Starlium site by Skylar will be available. The upside turret though. Topside turret will be taken down. The minions marching in as well. Niall will cut it off too.
I'm more impressed that they're denying these minions away, right? They let the minions take it,
Yep.
go for the clear now, so they're denying a lot of XP, a lot of gold away from Lutpi. Well, in this case,
Skylar.
Harith, who goes up top, but yeah.
The swap.
These little wins.
Ridiculous details.
Speaking of details, itemization by Eman, he's not rushing towards a defensive item. Hydro Strike, in fact, so he has more damage now. The difference
War
between the Arfi CC and Eman CC right now is the fact that Eman will not get punished easily. There's literally no real catch that Eman has to face here. His job is to follow up the engage from Vin, with Moreno as well. And it's most likely going to be Keyboy. They're going to try to shred down the frontliner through the Revitalize and also the Glorious Pathway. So I like the itemization. Vin goes in again!
Oh.
This time it's going to be on towards Lutpi. 3-man immobilization from Shogun into the Crimson Beacon with the Purify out as now jumps in the Shadow Kill on the Retry. That's Eman with the tread over. Kyrie going to have to use him out of Chunker. Lutpi dealt with Eman. So able to survive. What a bait bin! Comes in as well. Kai with a Traceless back, and it will be another free neutral objective to the Red Robots.
Sky Kings completely disrespected. And Skylar.
Another jump this time. Still has to Purify now with the damage. Moreno is unstoppable. Shogun with a walk up, tanks up the turret. The Maestro is safe. 5-0 and 6.
Oh, 3-1. That's a very strange sight for Skylar.
And the Maestro Moreno is playing a beautiful staccato here. Fast-paced gameplay by BTR. They want to play ONIC's game in a way, but ONIC cannot respond. 6K gold lead in 9 minutes. And usually, with this kind of composition, ONIC, for other teams, I would say it's over. And there's not much real catch potential as well, but against ONIC, man, you gotta watch out for every little details. BTR has to stay disciplined as the matchup against Dewa United. If they can do it, a victory is definitely not out of the question.
Sky Kings are well known for a team to turn things around. Shadow Kill!
A lot of damage, but the Revitalize comes around. They're so grouped up. I thought for a second there was an angle for Shogun to just get a 5-man immobilization, but it would have been between the turrets. Way too risky. And like Sheffin mentioned, at this point with a 6,000 gold lead, it's all about discipline. It's all about how you utilize your advantage.
Yeah, let's see. Bigatron by Vitality can stick to their new roots, where they want to be disciplined, where they want to keep themselves in check, not overextending. But look at that, audience prediction still favors ONIC by 82% by GoPay. And now, let's see Chefin, ONIC, what are their winning conditions? Do they really need to wait for a Bigatron blunder?
In a way, yes, because kiting is their bread and butter here. You gotta wait for the engage to be unsuccessful from Vin, maybe bait out the Tsunami Slam towards Keyboy, and hope maybe Keyboy will not survive, but somehow Sans, with the Lantern Flare, might be getting some little knockups here and there, and Skylar. Even though he is behind in gold, it is a Harith late game either way. So you gotta respect the damage and also the sustained potential for BTR.
Yeah, we saw what a Harith late game could do earlier on today. That was Kabuki. But now, Lord Dance might ensue. If you take a look at the waves, it's pushing in favor for Bigatron by Vitality up top. Down bottom's gonna be cleared out by Skylar. BOD completed by Kyrie. At least extra damage, because damage has been very much non-existent for ONIC. They can't really burst down Bigatron by Vitality, and it seems like from the positions that ONIC really have, they're gonna concede this Lord.
Yeah, they have to. There's no way they can test for this. They have to play disciplined, but so are the ready robots. 7.6k gold lead.
And it seems like Keyboy gets the memo because he is gonna be the main target here for BTR. He is itemizing towards the Twilight Armor for the extra heal and also just trying to just evade somehow the burst down coming in from BTR. I think it's still gonna go through either way, especially after Moreno secured some of the Wishing Lantern there. So extra percentage damage towards the HP. Whoa. BTR. It is, the ball is in their court.
Yeah.
It's a matter of how you execute this time.
But we talked about it in the draft.
Whoa.
Seems like Bigatron by Vitality. Well, before that, real-time victory rate. Yeah, prediction by Samsung Galaxy A365G, 77% versus 23%. And I think the siege coming from Bigatron by Vitality ain't really the best, right? Because we really need to walk up to hit the turrets, and it doesn't threat that much. Finn is fishing for an angle, but as of now, let's see if ONIC can defend.
But the clear is pretty bad on the other side too, right?
Yeah.
It's Yusin. It really comes down to the Harith to actually clear out these waves.
Yeah, Synchrovision really needs to go double time now. As Sans has the Blood Wings defensive option, because Bigatron by Vitality has been jumping in his face all over.
Oh,
look at him on!
Curtain call already coming down. That's going to be the Tsunami Slam. A flicker out with a Mountain Shock coming down. No! It's Shogun! And a mobilization to the backline as Zaman jumps in all the way. Skylar, Zaman forces him on, still able to survive for a bit. And he actually gets very close to getting away. Skylar now pops in a Purify, but Shogun locks him down for Niall to get the kill. 2 base turrets falling for the Sky Kings.
Uninvited guests in the abode of the Sky Kings. They will try to clear out the waves, but 2 turrets gets taken down. Shogun still standing there menacingly challenging
The
divine beings.
There's no way they go for the Tsunami Slam. Finn's gonna hold that. Holy Crystal built up. That Shogun with a disengage, and it's 3 base turrets down.
Not the best sight.
For sure. And M1 dying is actually good for Bigatron. Yeah. The trade is M1's life for multiple turrets.
3 turrets.
In the board for ONIC. At the same time, M1 was already on 2 kills, so they reset the bounty. So M1 no longer carries, or if he gets another kill, it's not going to be a bounty for ONIC, so the comeback potential will be very limited for ONIC.
Good point. I mean, it's the spoils of war sometimes that really helps teams that come from behind, right? Bounties, 400 gold, 600 gold, but as of now, because Aman dies, that bounty is reset. Now ONIC, though, they need to push out the waves, but they can't really go far because the pickup potential from Bigatron by Vitality is also very, very strong, especially with the Kaleas, the enabler, so quick with the Tsunami Slam. So now what I do see an angle for ONIC is the fact that they can only wait in their base. They want to contest the Lord, they can't even do it because, again, the lack of control and just Bigatron playing it very, very maturely, I'd say. Fuck up Destiny, though, for Sans.
Yeah. Extra HP to work with, and also a bit more duration on the Lantern Flare here because you have more mana. But now ONIC, they're actually still holding a position here. So, I don't know about this, man. Finn should have a flank angle, but he decided to go for a more honest approach here with the bushes. Eman, current calls? No?
Oh, that could be the all-in. Oh, 4-man from Shogun! And all into the back line. Oh, caught by Kai with a Mountain Shocker though. And now Iman jumped into the back line, going on to Kai. He will be able to find the kill. Shogun is still alive. Goes able to sustain now. It's actually Finn constantly getting the prop over as a passive. Another blink over. Iman doing damage. Look, hey! Super air in front, but the Red Radar! Iman continues. Finn sustaining. Iman is finds the triple, and now it's just the Prince.
The Prince has to defend the base. The Red Raider is here with Finn by his side. Can he hold this?
A knock-up, a Tsunami Slam, a
It's
lockdown
over.
to the Prince. The Red Robots strike first against the invincible ONIC.